Hello, everyone. My name is Tim B. Green, and this is Crush It Club. So today I was going to talk about books and how books create or save time. But for that to make any sense, we first of all, I think, have to talk about time. So this is episode 5. I hope I didn't say the wrong episode in the beginning. This is episode 5, or the 5th day of 2022, which is what we would like to crush, is our success in 2022. So today I'm going to talk about something that Elon Musk said, but he's certainly not the first person to think of this. And that is that time is the ultimate currency. Many years ago, one of the Mummy movies, the one with the terracotta warriors, talked about it, how the great emperor could have all the money in the world, but the poorest peasant to the richest king, emperor, whatever it is, never had more time. So that was one of the first times I saw it used in Hollywood. Old idea, but totally relevant, even more now. So let's talk about that. While time is the ultimate currency in business, we actually measure it in terms of money or value delivered in most business situations. Okay. So, if you want an hour of Elon Musk's time, you're not paying for an hour of time. You're paying for who he is for an hour, right? So I don't charge people for time. I charge them for the 35 years and counting of education and testing that I'm still doing so that they don't have to, right? When you hire an expert, when you hire a consultant, they have to know something you don't, and they have to, in most cases, have to have spent their real 10,000 hours of deliberate practice, which we'll elaborate on because most people don't know what it is. And Malcolm Gladwell, according to the actual inventor, got it wrong. So that will be in another episode. I'll put the video quote of Elon saying time is the ultimate currency and what he meant by that, but it's essentially what I've already said. So, I have some great examples of this and how people can and should be charging for their accumulated time and skill. Okay. So I went to this I was a person in the SCA, or Society for Creative Anachronism. Yes, I'm that much of a geek. So it was like a Renaissance fair, medieval reenactment thing. I was talking to a blacksmith, and he showed me this really beautiful axe head, right? Like really fine work. I know something about metallurgy and I'm pretty DIY, so I know about these things a little bit. And he said that somebody had complained because he said it was, $30 or $40 or $100. I can't remember what the price was. But the customer held up this piece and said, "How long does it take you to make this?" And his answer, I've never forgotten. He said, 18 minutes flat and 25 years to learn how. That gives you the essence of it. Could I make an axe head? Sure. Could you make an axe head? Sure. But to make it not suck and to spend the time learning and then building a forge and all these other things, it would take you probably quite a long time period, certainly longer than that 18 minutes. But then you would still need to spend the next 25 years getting as good as he is, or you spend the $40 and you get it right now and it took him 18 minutes. So that's really the essence of why you should. It's always a bargain to pay for somebody else's accumulated time and skill, right? If you can realize $1 million from paying somebody $900,000, you're still up $100,000. You can usually get a better deal than that. But the bottom line is, if somebody said, "Tim, can you give me $900,000 today and I'll give you $1 million tomorrow," or in a year, it'd be like, sure, as long as I knew that it was guaranteed. That's a bargain if they realize that. Now, on another video, I'll get into performance-based pricing, where you don't have to believe them because the price of the product, the deliverable, is based on the actual performance. And that's a great way to go, especially if you don't yet have any credibility or reputation. So another example is I spoke to a lawyer. I did a consult. This is an intro consult. So he got it for free. and I should have charged him for it, but he got it for free because it was a first consult. And I usually do those for free to see if there's a way for us to work together. And we either met once or twice. So we spent 1 or 2 hours. He spent 1 or 2 hours with me. He was having problems selling a valuable, successful law firm. The partners were basically ready to retire, but they were reluctant to sell. And that's about as much as I can tell you, because that's about as much as he shared with me. So ultimately, the next time I saw him on a Zoom group that we both belonged to, he said to the group, remaining sort of pretty close to the vest about the details, probably because of attorney-client privilege, he basically said, well, all I got to tell you is that Tim really helped me. I was stuck on something for 5 months, and he really helped me take care of it. So there's a perfect example. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know anything. He was actually a personal injury lawyer, but he was involved in this deal where he was helping sell this law firm. And by all indications, at least from the information I have, the 2 hours with me helped him solve the problem he'd been working on for 5 months, because it was more about psychology and mindset in terms of why I thought they were reluctant to sell. I made an educated guess, and from his, whatever you want to call it, his statements during that Zoom meeting, it suggests to me that I helped him solve in 1 to 2 hours something he had spent 5 months doing. So there's a perfect example of real ROI. If he had talked to me 5 months previous, he could have got the same result and saved himself 5 months. Now, when you think of 5 months of a lawyer's time, even if it's an hour a day, or if it was 100 hours over those 5 months, that's a lot of money that he could have saved, or accurately, again, time he could have saved, which he also values in terms of a money measurement when it comes to business. So whatever you do, you should frame your product in terms of how much time it saves your clients in reaching their result. That's all I'm going to talk about for today. Remember, time is the ultimate currency. If you have true accumulated expertise that you can use to deliver results in a shorter time than your customer could do it on their own, that's what you should be charging for. Charge them for the time it took you to reach your expertise and efficiency, so that they pay you to not have to spend that same time learning to get to your level themselves. That's it for today. This has been episode 5 of Crushing It Club. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.